My favorite investing book is actually a psychology book. It's called Super Forecasters. I would recommend everyone to read that. It really just kind of goes, it talks about an experiment that this professor did in terms of getting a bunch of different people to go through an exercise and making judgments on a variety of different issues, whether it be economical or social or what have you. And then he kind of wrote a book about like the characteristics of the people who he deemed were super forecasters, so who were able to make the best predictions on a variety of different events. And I think it's really, it's very interesting, like sort of the 9 or 10 things that he points out. And it has less to do about being like a crazy super smart math genius or quant, and more to do about like some of these softer like wisdom type skills that just allow you to sift through the noise and make good judgments. So, and that's what this job's all about. All the fundamental analysis and all that. It's like once you know it, it's not that hard. It's more about providing good judgment, and this book I think was really good in terms of just outlining what some of those characteristics are. The book I'm reading now, like I'm actually reading this book called Educated. I actually really like and I enjoy reading biographies and psychology books. And so this is just a biography about a woman who grew up in a small town in like Idaho, and sort of her life, and like she was homeschooled and then went to school, and like and she sort of talks about her life. So.
Very cool.
Nothing to do with investing, but I enjoy reading those books.
At least I'll pick up Educated. What are maybe 2 or 3 publications, and you can leave the journal in and out, whatever, but maybe what are 2 or 3 publications you read, daily, weekly, something regular?
Yeah, so like I always read the journal in the morning. I think the 2 things that maybe are a little differentiated that people don't necessarily pick up or read as much, that I always read every morning, is in the journal there's this publication called The Daily Shot, and it's basically like 50 charts and like one-liners on each of the charts of things that are just affecting like the world right now, or the markets. And like so maybe it'll be like, oh, like look, like the New Zealand currency is down like 10% today, and like this is sort of what's happening. And like it'll just be a chart on like, or did you know like X percentage of people consume soybeans. Like, so it's just like very interesting facts, and like and all graph form, so you can kind of punch through that very quickly in the morning. And I always find like 2 or 3 interesting graphs from that like every day. And then I like reading The Economist Espresso in the morning, so it's just like small paragraphs on sort of what's happening in the world. And I find it's a little bit more a global perspective than the Wall Street Journal, which is a little more U.S. centric. So that's what I read.